Hello guys, welcome to this video. This is going to be a Druid Druid guide with the basic things about the talent, glyphs and Reforging gems and enchant as well. So yeah, let's start looking at the talents. Now we see here that I have spec'd on Displacer Beast. I choose this because it's a great talent and you can get away from melee players when they're on your back all the times. It also makes you stealth in cat form, which is good as well, trying to hide for the enemies. But that will of course not work if you have dots, bleed damage or something from rogue warriors, paladins. But on level 15, I really think that's the best talent. If you go to level 30, we see I have spec'd on Nature Swiftness. This spec is very good, just it makes you cast an instant spell like Healing Touch, um, Cyclone, Rebirth, pretty much every casting spell you have. So that's a very good talent. I think it's the best of all of them. Uh, I've seen people have this review, but I think that Nature Swiftness is the best. If we go to level 5, we have Typhoon, Mass Entanglement, and the Swarm. I've chosen Typhoon because it has a very low cooldown, and you shoot away people, knock them back, slow them as well, so it's very good. I did have Mass Entanglement before, but it has a really hard cooldown, and yeah, you can use Typhoon 6 times, and you can only use this one, so that's the reason I have Typhoon, and I think Typhoon is better than Mass Entanglement. On level 60 I spent on Iteration, which is probably the best talent on this. You could go with the Soul of the Forest, but I think Iteration is the best one. Soul of the Forest gives you haste when you draw Swiftman. Could be useful, but I think that, yeah, Iteration is still the best, and I go with that. So yeah, if we go to level 75, we see that I have spec on Mighty Bash. I actually has Disorienting Roar before because it has less cooldown, but I find Mighty Bash more useful and I find it more better. So that's why I have that. But Disorienting Roar is good as well, and Ursula of Vortex is also a good one, but it has really big cooldown if we compare it to the others. On level 90, I've chosen Heart of the Wild. I do with Nature Vigil when I meet 2 DPS in Arena, and I need a lot of healing buffs. But otherwise, I have Heart of the Wild since I can help my partner with getting damage and such stuff. Um, I can show you what it does. Once you activate it, you just do damage. You see it's very high crits. You just build it up a bit, and once you strike, you get a very high crit. I have actually one-shotted people in arena with this cooldown, and it's very useful. But since you are healing, you should be very careful when popping it. Um, Moonfire does very high damage with that, and Wrath, of course, also good DPS with that. So very useful cooldown if you don't have help with the DPS. Very good, but it has a 6-minute cooldown, so it's a long cooldown, but it's very helpful. Use it in a good situation, and yeah, you got it. So let's move on to the lips. I have a lip of Life Bloom, and I have a lip of Rejuvenation, and Healing Touch. I use a lot of hots Life Bloom, Rejuvenation, and Swiftman. So Life Bloom and Rejuvenation is something that I have to have. I actually had this clip of bar skin before instead of the healing touch, but yeah, now I just go with the hidden touch because you get 1 second less on Swiftman, which is nothing, but still it's something good. But yeah, I think having bar skin would really help you to death yourself. So yeah, I would recommend that as well. Drip of Blooming is also something that you should have, but I would just rather have the Life Bloom instead, the first one. Yeah, that's pretty much the main glyphs that you can have. So let's move on to the Reforging. I have going full Reforging with haste, since yeah, it's the Druid's most important stat, and yeah, I think that haste is what all people are going for. You should go for crit as well, but I think haste is important. But first, the spirit is always important, especially in Pandaria. You need to, you never know how long the fights are. You will need to have spirit. You never know how much you burn your mana or something like that. So spirit is always the priority. Then you can have the haste and such things. But yeah. Before I did have mastery, but mastery isn't the best thing you can have. And in PvP it's better to have haste since you cast your spells faster. So that's something that you should have. If you go to gems, we see that I have spec'd the meta gem with spirit and increase the critical effect. Yeah, many healers and Druid has this meta gem, and I think it's the best you could have. I'm sure there is better, but I just go with that. In the yellow or orange sockets, I got PvP resilience and intellect. So yeah, I find that very good and useful. I also have homosexual intellect, which is not that good when the PvP power is very necessary, followed by the resilience. But since it is a pain to get these gems, PvP power and resilience, it's really a pain to get them, and they cost a lot, especially on my server. You can really be broke by buying them. So I try to ask my friend every time if he has any or if he can make any. PvP power and PvP resilience is also a useful gem, but almost all the time gems is very hard to get. They really changed your crafting a lot, so yeah. If we go to the enchants, we see that I have the inscription enchant that you should have, intellect and critical. On my back I have intellect, on my chest I have resilience, since yeah, you should really have a lot of resilience to protect the damage. On my wrist I got the intellect again. I think it's the best I can have, at least. On my weapon I have Jade Spirit, which gains me spirit. When I heal, I have intellect on my offhand. My gloves I have haste, since I want to have the maximum haste as much as I want to have it. You have the blacksmithing on the belt waist. I have the tailoring enchant on my legs. On my feet I got again haste, intellect on my rings. that's pretty much everything. This is the basic about the Druid Resto. So yeah, that's pretty much everything. I would like to thank you for watching, and I sincerely apologize for my bad English. Or yeah, this is my first video, so I will get better and more comfortable in this role. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying it, and I hope you find it helpful. So thanks again for watching.